Superman is arguably the essential hero of modern times in comic-based fiction, though the years and decades and even longer from when the character was initially introduced, tiers of strength that he had, or the displays of power that he had, even with consideration to the magnitude of feats he had done, were all considered either revolutionary or impossible, perhaps even outrageous. But the speculative scenario is this: that time when Superman lifted 200 quintillion tons. It has never been adequately defined as to the tiers of strength or magnitude of power that Superman is able to perform or display. Everything that Superman had done in either the Golden or perhaps Silver Age, even into consideration with the Bronze Age of American comics, all define the public consensus or expectation of strength for Superman. But as for a clear scale or mark or even definition of the said strength were never actually mentioned. A feat or strength or display of power was just that, a visual feat of strength or vague display of power to the reader. Nothing was conclusively explained or identified to the reader for an absolute confirmation of the strength or power scaling. This was intentionally done so writers, artists, or editors for Superman could not or would not either strengthen nor weaken the character too much for in-story continuity. In the now slightly underrated but at the time critically acclaimed and pivotably successful All-Star Superman limited series of the late 2000s, had writer Grant Morrison along with artist Frank Whiteley given actual scale to use with the concept of strength or power with the All-Star portrayal of Superman. This was now considered to be one of the first modern, legitimate scales of power to describe anything in relation to Superman's overall strength or feat potential. From the dialogue mentioned in the comic, the scale of 200 quintillion tons had Superman lifting with a single arm, and from the analysis this was not even a true feat in and of itself to Superman, but for the time it was something, if not anything, to gauge Superman's then scope of power. For a better emphasis of a quintillion, in the scope of larger numbers we have 1 being a million or milliard, 2 being a billion, 3 being a trillion, 4 being a quadrillion, and 5 being a quintillion. Further examples have theories of the Milky Way galaxy is about a quintillion meters wide, or the volume of the Earth's oceans is roughly 1.3 quintillion cubic meters, or even roughly 10 quintillion insects upon the planet of Earth. Due to the reputation of Grant Morrison as a writer for modern comic books, the scale of power that he presented through All-Star Superman was instantly accepted by readers and acknowledged as a legitimate definition to finally have some sort of modern numerical standard for what Superman could do. However, All-Star Superman is now considered to be non-canon, or semi-canon, in relation to Superman's scales of power, and the 200 quintillion numerical standard is considered a credible tier of power for modern DC comics.